waiting for you. Glass of wine after a long day. Should dry your eyes on serviette tray. Dry your eyes on serviette tray. Fall asleep in her dad's Ford Mondeo that you stole from him yesterday. You look so cute when you're so angry. If I'm going down, you're coming with me. And you think that it gets better. Just you wait until next week. You're keeping a dark secret, but you're talking in your sleep.
Hello. Hello. Hi. Okay. Hello. We're gonna start this off with I'm back on the laptop. Oh no. Okay. First of all, the connection's really bad. The Wi-Fi I have at home is really bad. So deal with it. It's bad for right now, but hopefully we'll be good. But hi, hello. Put a Poggies in the chat. Can you see this? Yeah. We love Scuff streams. Yes, we do. I'm so happy. Hello. I hope you guys missed this. Did you guys miss this? You guys got one good stream. No, we're not praying to the egg gods tonight. We're reading Passerine. So, ASMR? No. Hello. So we're probably gonna be hello Tisme. Hello. My chat is really small right now. Why is it? Let me hold on. I had to set up all of my laptop stuff and I was so sad. Cause I was like, dang, I gave you guys one good HD stream and then boom. PC is breaks. Yeah, the audio kept cutting out for me. Poggies? Okay, yeah. So you guys are pretty far behind, but it's okay. But yeah. Poggies. Okay. So you guys are good, like 30 seconds behind maybe. Maybe more. But yeah, hi, hello. Connection's really bad. But that's mostly because I don't have any, I don't have a Ethernet cable anymore. Sad. But yeah, so I do want to apologize. PC basically just got a bad part. Nothing I can do. Hi, Alex. Hello. Let me say hi. Hi, Rosie. Hi, Onyx. Hi, Tisme. Hi, Gelfire. Hi, Rosie. Did I say Rosie again? I don't know. Hi, Alex. Hi. I think I said everybody. I can't see for the story pane. It's okay. But hi. Hello. It is. I want to apologize for the PC. I ended up getting a bad part. And that could affect it a lot. Have a good stream. Just came to say hi. Thank you so much, Onyx. And you have a lovely rest of your day. I see what's going on. But yeah. It doesn't matter because you're reading us bedtime stories. Yay! Yeah. So yeah, I really apologize. But I'm going to hope that we have it soon. We'll have it back soon. Honestly, I've been streaming like almost every day. So it's been kind of fun. Except for yesterday because I was trying to figure it out. Oh no, Kit's PC. It's broken. Yeah, because it's a kid stream. So my PC obviously had to be as scuffed as I was because I couldn't have it easy, you know? I went from a laptop streamer. Getting a PC immediately was too easy. So that's why everything happens for a reason. And it's okay because I'm at school and the Wi-Fi is bad right now. I'll talk to you later. Okay, have a good stream. Thank you so much. Alex. Bye-bye. Have fun chat. Yes, thank you, Alex. Bye-bye. But yeah, so I already have Passerine pulled up. Now, I want to talk to you guys about this. Um. Oh, we're at 206. Hell yeah. I just saw that. But yeah, okay, so question. Should we try and finish Passerine tonight? No need to apologize, kid. It's not your fault. The PC couldn't handle how cracked you are. True. But thank you. But yeah. But don't worry. Awesome streams are going to be coming soon. I'm going to be like throwing them out there like, I don't know, candy to a baby. I don't know. Don't ask me what I'm trying to say. But yeah. So question. So we have 3 chapters of Passerine left. Now, we could do that all tonight. The PC understood the scuffed time. It had to be scuffed. It's okay. It's 11 p.m. right now for me. Okay. So, we can do 3 chapters, or we can do 2, or we can do 1. And then, because I know you guys want to watch the animatic. So, what do you guys want to do? Should we... Kids farming followers? I am. What can I say? Yeah, I think, how many chapters are there left? I believe 3. We have 3 chapters left, but they're all kind of like 45 minutes. I think this, let's see, I'm looking at them. This one's probably like a 45 minute chapter. Let's see. Man, the connection here at my house is so bad. Okay, let's see, chapter 6. That one looks a little bit longer. Okay, that one's probably gonna be like an hour chapter. And chapter 7 looks, ooh, like a good hour and a half. Kind of like the last, yeah. Okay, so we have 3 chapters. I can definitely stay for 2. We can do, you know what we can do is, because the 3rd one is so long, the last one is so long. Yeah, well, you know what? Let's keep the last one for another stream. We'll do that tomorrow, I say. We'll do 2 tonight when we get to the end of the 2nd chapter. No, well, let's do 2 tonight. So then we have that last one. Let's do 2 tonight. So let's do 5 and 6. Or let's see how we feel after 5. If it's only been like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, then I'll probably do another chapter. And then the next time we can do the last chapter, because that'll probably be like a good hour and a half. And then we'll watch the animatic. Probably only 2 chapters then. Yeah, I think so too. So we're going to go ahead and start. I'm going to lock my door so that nobody walks in while I am doing our lovely chats. So yeah, I'm going to get the music going. But yeah, hello. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. So I say 2 chapters. I think that's kind of like that's what it's looking like right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get the music cued already, because you guys already know we have to do our specific song. While I hush, sighs the ones who love me. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, I apologize if you hear my fan going. I might fall asleep soon. That's totally okay. This was what story time is for. So you guys can kind of get a break, kind of chill. I apologize if we lag. The Wi-Fi is really bad in my house right now, and I need to find a way to fix that. And I will. I promise I will find a way. It's a good stream to fall asleep to. Yeah, this is a good stream to fall asleep to. I'm not going to be screaming. I'm not going to be getting mad or anything or pissed off with a Bed Wars game or anything. No, this is really chill. This is basically if you need somebody to listen or you need to listen to, then that's what I'm here for. So yeah. But let me just get my mic set up. How's audio sounding so far? Here. I'm gonna put this right here. How's that sound right here? And if I'm talking like around this volume and stuff like that, how are we looking, chat? How are we looking, chat? Don't worry, I can't hear the fan. Good, because it's loud. But yeah, how are we sounding about right here, chat? Because I think we should be good here. Because then, if we are, then we're good to start. So yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, kid's not gonna start swearing or anything. Yeah, never, unless it's in the story or unless it's me crying. Yeah, there you go. You took the words out of my mouth. But yeah, so recap. Tommy died. They had the large war. Sometimes it occasionally cuts out though. Yeah, it's probably gonna be because of my Wi-Fi, so I apologize for that. If anything, what I'll do when I have my PC and everything's like good and dandy, I'll just do like a day. Maybe I'll do like a follow-thon or a streamathon or like a subathon or something like that, where I just sit down and just read the whole of Passerine. So you guys get like a full good audiobook of it if you guys want to reread it. But yeah, we shall see. The night is young. And so is this break that I have. So we got a lot of stuff too that we can do. But for now, cuddle with your favorite blanket. Get warm, get toasty, get a snack if you need, get water if you need. Tea. I suggest tea. But yeah, we're just gonna be chilling. And we're gonna be talking. But yeah, recap. Tommy died. They had a war. And Tommy was killed by the war god. And yeah. And so now it's kind of the aftermath of it. This is a PSAP nap hate account? No, absolutely. Fuck Passerine Sap nap. Okay. I'm going to restart the music, okay? So, are we ready? Are we ready? Is everybody kind of ready? Like warmed up? All chilling? Because we're going to get started. And we're going to have fun, okay? And by fun, I mean maybe I'll cry. I don't think I'll cry today. Passerine narrated by Kitsage. Yes. Yeah, imagine that. Who's the writer of Passerine? I'll reach out to them and be like, hey, my chat thinks I'm good at reading it. I shall start a new drawing. Cool. Hell yeah. Okay, are you ready? Okay. So Passerine, chapter 5. Pushing the spirit into your side again and again and again. This is the summary. Dead. He's dead. He's dead and gone forever. The voices were screaming, clawing against the walls that Techno had set around them and had tried to maintain for years. All for Wilbur. All for Tommy. Now, one of them was dead and the other was dying. There was no doubt about it. Wilbur would not survive this, and neither would Techno. Or conversations, counting sins, and coming to terms with the cost of being a brother. Let's see. Okay, so the author's notes, this is basically characters working through grief and yelling at each other about it. So the content and trigger warnings include death and depictions of grief. So if you need to step away, make sure you take care of yourself. And yeah, also I just realized I'm not on the just chatting. So let's go ahead and go on that real quick. Oopsies. There we go. We're good now. Okay. So make sure you take care of yourself. Yeah. And if you need to step away, please do. And yeah. Okay. Now we're starting. Okay. Okay. He first told Tommy in a sunlit room. He had come earlier than expected, was such a small thing, so much smaller than his brother had been. The midwives had told him there was a chance they could lose him within the hour, and his wife had cradled the newborn against her chest, sobbing against his pale skin. "My baby," she cried. "My little fighter, be brave, Tommy, be strong." But Tommy was so still in his mother's arms. Vilza had stood at her bedside, watching her coo and cry at a baby that did not stir. He lived a million lives, and all its miseries combined could not compare to the pain of being a mourner at his son's birthbed. And as the minutes turned on, heedless of the growing abyss inside his chest, he found that he could not even cry. It was a sadness too big for tears, a grief too infinite to measure. And when his wife had offered the baby to him, to give him his chance at saying goodbye, despite her own despair, Vilza did something that he would never forgive himself for. He hesitated. He looked at the silent bundle in her arms, dead before he could even live, and felt the fracture in his heart grow. This was the fate of humanity, eventually. It did not matter if Tommy lived to the next year, the next decade, or the next breath, he would still one day die. Bitter and numb and hateful of the world, Philza wondered if it were better that Tommy died now, before Phil could grow to love him more. People mourned the beauty of a wilting rose, but an unblooming bud would give a quieter heartache. But Tommy wasn't a flower. He was Tommy. He was Phil's son, and he loved him now as much as he could love him later, though later might never come. But his arms were made of stone. They would not rise as much as he willed them to. If he held Tommy now, he knew he would never let go. He would follow his baby to his grave. And then there he was, sneaking past the guards and the midwives, passing under a grieving god's notice. He climbed up into bed, smiling at his mother, apparently oblivious or immune, as often starry-eyed children were, to the anguish that coated the very air of the room. "Is this my brother?" Wilbur asked, leaning over the baby in his mother's arms. May I hold him, Mother? A lump formed in Phil's throat. He turned away before Wilbur could catch sight of his face, and when he turned back around, Wilbur had Tommy in the gentle crook of his arms. The sunlight slanted over them, and Phil wanted to remember them like that forever. His two beautiful sons, immortalized in gold. Wilbur's earth-brown curls hid his expression as he bent over the baby, murmuring something Phil almost didn't catch. And the baby began to cry. Wilbur pulled back, astonished, his face drawn in awe. "What is it?" he had asked frantically. "Did I do something wrong?" "No," Phil sobbed, falling to his knees before the three of them, his lovely, laughing wife, his kind, bewildered Wilbur, and his loud, shrieking Tommy. "You did everything right, my boy. You're perfect." Now Wilbur held his brother, a baby no longer, but still so small, to his chest as they walked through the quiet, empty camp. Wilbur spoke the words he'd first spoken to his brother all those years before, over and over, like an enchantment or a prayer to bring him back to life once more. "I will love you forever. I will love you forever. I will love you forever." But this time, Tommy did not wake up, and Philza was still made of stone. He walked the ruins alone. Night had fallen, but the moon and stars were hidden by heavy clouds, cloaking the earth in darkness. The sky itself was in mourning. Tubbo moved through the gloom, the torch in his hand creating shadows that seemed to reach out towards him like helpless ghosts. He stepped mindlessly over the rubble, his feet meeting dirt and stone and sometimes the flesh of a fallen comrade or an enemy, but did that matter anymore? That had not been as lucky as him. His ears were still ringing from the explosion, and his bones felt like a house of cards one whisper away from collapsing. But he was alive. He was alive when all the others were not. When the dust had settled and the survivors had come crawling out of the wreckage, Tubbo had counted. They had been warned, of course. They had heard the king's signal and ran as fast as they could, but not all of them were fast enough. The royal army had left the capital city with 20,000 soldiers. In the end, only 800 remained. Not all of them had been lost to the explosion. Most had already been dead by the time the mountains fell, slain by enemies and their cavalry, but the smell of sulfur still hung in the air like an accusation, following Tubbo as he made his rounds. He was meant to be looking for other survivors, but Tubbo had come to know a thing or two about lost causes. He could walk this valley for days, and all he'd find were the broken remains of two armies, a mass grave that would honor no one. In a century, people would walk this land again and see only green hills blooming with blue flowers. The prince was dead. That was what they were saying, killed in the final moments of the war, its last casualty. A month ago, Tubbo had watched the prince laugh on a balcony, his face lit from within. Now, there was no light left anywhere. Overhead, the clouds broke open and the heavens began to weep. It was raining outside. Techno could hear raindrops pounding against the roof of the tent and creeping through the cracks, but the boundless cold he felt was from something else entirely. He'd collapsed on the ground the moment they'd entered the tent, shivering with his arms around his knees, unable to feel anything beyond the relentless chill. It felt as if his bloodstream had frozen over, with brutal icicles stabbing into him from the inside out. And when he tried to duck his head into the dark embrace of his arms, a single blue petal had fallen against his skin. No! He'd ran his hands roughly through his hair, pulling pink strands out from the roots in desperation to remove the last of the morning glories out of the tangles of his braid. Blood flowed from places where his fingernails scraped against his scalp, but Techno found that he didn't care. He couldn't care. The whole world could burn around him, and all he would be thinking about were the flowers still caught in his hair, their saccharine scent like poison in his lungs. He clutched the flowers in his hands, blood-stained and trembling, and threw them as far across the room as he could, where they landed at the feet of the king. Wilbur sat at the cot his brother slept, used to sleep in, clutching the broken boy to his chest. He was rocking back and forth, muttering words Techno could not comprehend as he pushed the hair back from Tommy's pale, unmoving face. Dead. He's dead and gone forever. The voices were screaming and clawing against the walls that Techno had set around them and had tried to maintain for years. All for Wilbur, all for Tommy. Now one of them was dead, and the other was dying. There was no doubt about it. Wilbur would not survive this, and neither would Techno. Blood, the voices demanded. Blood for the blood god. His hands curled into fists so tightly his nails broke the skin of his palm. Blood trickled down his hands, but it would not be enough. He wanted a massacre. He wanted violent vengeance, and there was nothing and no one on the other side of his anger. All their enemies were dead. There was nowhere to go but inward. Techno's knife was still lodged in Tommy's chest, in Tommy's heart. Your fault, the voices began. Blood follows you everywhere you go. Did you think you could outrun it? He thought he had. By gods, for once in his damn life, he thought he finally found somewhere safe, somewhere where no one knew his bloody past or cared to, somewhere with clear skies and a warm garden where he could pretend to be something he could never be. Mortal. And now it all came crashing down around him, his farce, his naivete. That was the cost of those halcyon days. He should have left the first chance he got. He should never have met them at all. Wilbur. The name scratched at his throat. He could barely hear himself speak. He tried again, putting as much strength in his words as there was left in him. Wilbur. Let him go. Out of the corner of his eye, he could see Phil's erase his head from his silent seat in the corner. He had not said a word since his arrival, not even as they marched back to the tent with Tommy's dead body between them. For once, Techno was glad for his silence. If he heard Phil's voice right now, he might have just put his trident through the man's chest. Techno struggled to his feet when it was clear Wilbur was not listening to him. His legs threatened to collapse under his own weight, and he caught himself on the edge of the panning table, where carved wood soldiers still stood at attention for a war that was already over. It's all over. We need to fix him up, Wilbur, Techno said, his words coming out ragged. He staggered towards Wilbur, hand outstretched. Wilbur's head snapped up at the sudden motion, his eyes wide and furious. Get away from us, he had growled, pressing Tommy closer against himself. The movement made Tommy's head loll to the side, allowing Techno to truly see his face in the candlelight for the first time. Techno's breath hitched in his throat. Tommy looked so peaceful, as if he was simply sleeping. As if any moment now his eyes would flutter open and he'd grin up at the both of them, easily diffusing the tension as only Tommy could. Wake up, Techno begged, prayed, wished, please wake up. But he never would again. You can't hold him forever, Techno spat. For God's sakes, Wilbur, there's still a dagger in his chest. Wilbur looked down at the still bundle in his arms, noticing the state of his brother for the first time. Absently, mechanically, he reached out to wipe a streak of dirt from Tommy's cheek. His expression grew incensed as the stubborn soil clung ferociously to his brother's skin, and Techno feared he might just wipe Tommy's flesh down to the bone. Are you trying to peel him? Techno demanded angrily. Wilbur looked up at him with a look of unbridled wrath, but did not reply. With a scoff, Techno took a stray piece of cloth hanging off the table and marched to the tent flaps. He drew them open and leaned out into the rain, catching the cold raindrops with the cloth until it was damp. Cold water slipped down his wrist, but it was a distant feeling felt by another man, in another time. When he turned back to them, Wilbur was still clinging to Tommy like a lifeline. Let him go, Techno ordered. Wilbur shook his head silently, his shoulders trembling. I can't. Wilbur, I said I can't. Techno stomped towards him until he was standing over Wilbur. Of course you can. It's easy. Just open your damn arms and put him on the bed. Wilbur glared. It would be easy for you, wouldn't it? Techno narrowed his eyes at him. What's that supposed to mean? Cold. Everything was cold. Cold in his lungs, cold in his heart, cold in the very depths of his soul, if he still had one. Cold from the rain, cold from the Tommy's skin, cold from Wilbur's damning eyes. Thunder cracked in the distance. It was going to be a long night. It's easy, he had said. Just open your damn arms. Wilbur didn't know if he wanted to laugh or wail at Techno's words. There was nothing easy about anything anymore. Every breath left like inhaling broken glass. Every thought was a raging shriek. There was blood in his mouth from where he'd bitten the inside of his cheek just to keep himself from screaming. And by gods did he want to scream. He wanted to tear the whole world apart with his bare hands, burn and salt it, leave nothing behind, not even one whisper of what once was. It did not deserve even the memory of Tommy. "You heard me," Wilbur hissed at the man standing before him, both of them glowering but not truly seeing each other. "Everything comes easy to you, doesn't it? Blood god." Techno's brows drew together in anger. "You don't get to throw that back in my face. Not tonight, not after everything I did for you." Wilbur's arms trembled. He looked down at his brother's sleeping face. Sleeping? Sleeping? He isn't sleeping. He's dead. Dead. With a rattling breath, Wilbur traced the curve of Tommy's cheek, stopping where it used to dimple when he smiled. And then Wilbur looked down at where a knife still jutted out of his chest like a violent reminder. Fresh tears stung his eyes, and he tried desperately to blink them away before they could fall, and still a rebel tear found its way down his face, carving his dirty cheek in half. Death. Such a small word for such a big thing. Wilbur hadn't even wanted Tommy on the battlefield in the first place. He planned to leave Tommy at the castle where he would be safe behind walls and his own personal army of guards, but Techno, goddamned Techno, had talked him out of it. "Tommy is stronger than you'd like to admit," Techno had said, "and smarter than anyone gives him credit for, and if you leave him behind, you will not only lose an irreplaceable asset, you will lose your brother's love. Don't stand there and tell me that Tommy will allow you to fight this war without him. What will you do when he inevitably protests? Lock him in his bedroom? Shackle him to the wall? You tried to protect him once before, and look where that got you." And so Wilbur had taken his brother to the front lines, ordered the tailors to make him a uniform that Wilbur would have killed to never see him wear, and then he'd sent his brother, his baby brother, his Tommy, off to slaughter. And now he was dead. Dead in the red and blue colors of the family that failed him one last time. "No," the voices hissed, "not your family." Wilbur met Techno's eyes once more. "This is your fault." And Techno was right in the end. It was damnably easy for Wilbur to stand, open his arms, and place Tommy down on the cot. Before, his body had moved on its own, but this time every action was deliberate. Deliberately, he shrugged off his torn and bloody coat and put it over Tommy to keep him warm, if warmth was something dead bodies still felt. Deliberately, he tucked a loose strand of Tommy's hair behind his ear. Deliberately, Wilbur let his brother go. Deliberately, he turned and faced Technoblade. Anger, it seemed, was a stronger emotion than sorrow. Technoblade's eyes were gleaming in the flickering candlelight. He still held a wet cloth in his hand, but he clutched it so fiercely Wilbur would not be surprised if it was merely shreds by now. "Be very careful," Techno drawled, "of what you're about to say to me, Wilbur." "You told me to bring him here." Wilbur flung the accusation like an arrow from a bow, watching it strike its mark. "And you were their target. We're all just collateral fucking damage for all of the shit you've done. The past caught up to you, Technoblade. Why the hell did you have to bring us all down with you?" Thunder crashed around them like vicious war drums, followed by a flash of lightning that bathed everything in a ghastly glow. Technoblade and Wilbur stared at each other across the flower-strewn gap that grew between them with every word. They were two ghosts in limbo, twin stars drawn to each other's collapsing gravities. They were going to destroy each other tonight, and Wilbur was going to enjoy every damn minute of it. "I told you," Technoblade growled. "I told you I would take care of them, didn't I? I could have stopped this at the border, but you wanted to play the peaceful dignitary, even when the bloody facts were staring you right in the face." Wilbur remembered that day very clearly. The day the first of the spies' reports had come in, confirming that the voices had been whispering tauntingly for weeks. Wilbur, as always, had called for Technoblade's advice, and Technoblade had read the missives once, looked up, and simply said, "I could kill them all." Wilbur had flinched. "Techno, that's not... I could. You know I could." Technoblade had leaned over his desk, meeting Wilbur's incredulous stare with hazy eyes. "Just say the word." Wilbur had not. They'd argued like they'd never argued before, like they were arguing now, and Technoblade had left. slamming the doors of Wilbur's office with such force it rattled the books off his shelves. And then not even a day later, the Green Army had massacred an entire city at the borders. Had Technoblade been right then? Was Technoblade right now? Wilbur found it didn't matter. He didn't care. All he wanted was to rip and tear. His fury would not discriminate. Technoblade. Wilbur shook his head ruefully. Always choosing violence at every turn. Technoblade inhaled slowly. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, don't I? Wilbur watched Technoblade's features twist in surprise and grim anticipation, quickly hidden by a veneer of indifference. Did he know what was coming? Did he fear it was as much as Wilbur was eager to twist the knife? Tommy didn't know about where you go off to on your little night escapades, but I do, Wilbur finally said, finding a grim sort of delight in the way Techno froze on the spot. Did you think I wouldn't notice? Did you think I wouldn't ask questions or follow you? You're an idiot, Wilbur, Techno said, his words nothing less than venomous. Wilbur only smiled in the face of his fury. Did you at least have fun murdering your way through the woodlands, Techno? He'd been 17 when he found out. In truth, he didn't even know how he'd arrived at the forest. It was exactly like the first time he'd ever seen Techno leave all those years ago, when the raging voices had followed him into the darkness and he'd woken up somewhere with no recollection of who he'd gotten there. But all of his confusion had quickly been replaced with the fear as he spotted Techno moving between the trees, stalking after something crawling across the forest floor. Or not something. Someone. Wilbur had pressed himself against the trunk of a tree, his hands clamped over his mouth, barely able to breathe as Techno's prey begged for his life. And then he'd heard the distinct sound of a sword being freed from its scabbard, one scream, and then a wet thud. That was all, before Wilbur passed out once more. When he awoke, he was in his own bed at the castle, his heart thudding in his chest, but completely unharmed. He'd taken a deep breath, glad to brush it all off as a nightmare, before he noticed the single green leaf clutched in his hand. He'd never spoken of it until now. Go on, then, Wilbur said as Technoblade simply stared at him, breathing heavily. Tell me you've changed. Tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Tell me you aren't the same bloodthirsty god from the stories. I expected you, of all people, to understand. Technoblade's voice sounded strained, like a taut rope one pull away from unraveling. You know, the voices, they don't let go. They demand their fill, Wilbur, and sometimes it's unstoppable. But I've been trying so goddamned hard. There it was. The crack, a hairline fracture, slowly fissuring into something more. If you really were following me, you'd know I hadn't killed anyone for years before today. I stopped. I fought the voices off, even if it took everything from me. You think you got me pegged, Wilbur? All you needed to define me by was you and Tommy, but go ahead and find other definitions if that will make you happy. Let's see if I still have anything left in me to care. That made Wilbur pause, if only for a second. Then where have you been going? Looking for your father, Technoblade spat, and the words fell between them like a dead weight. Wilbur turned towards the man in question, but his father had not moved in ages, stuck sitting with his head in his hands, oblivious to the thunderstorm around him. Not one word, not one move. Of course, he thought bitterly, taking in his father's slumped shoulders and the obsidian wings tucked close around him. Why would I expect anything different? Wilbur wanted to feel angry at him, wanted his vision to go red every time he caught a glimpse of his father's golden hair in his periphery. But he only had his pity. Wilbur had not seen his father in years, but looking at him now, he didn't see the cold, distant king of the past. He only saw a pathetic excuse of a man. Someone who'd abandoned his sons, who only returned after all the hard decisions had been made, after Wilbur had been forced to make them. He didn't want to spare a single thought more on the laughable sight of his father sitting leagues away from his Tommy's body, not even bothering to meet the eyes of the only son he had left. That's right, Techno said roughly, catching Wilbur's attention once more. The blood god stood with his fists clenched at his sides, trembling with fury. Wilbur had never seen his eyes so hateful, not even when he was carving his way through the battlefield. Wilbur reveled in it. I went out every night for years, ignoring the voices, ignoring everything, to look for your father, to give him back to you. Because I saw you. Every meal you missed, every hour you spent studying politics instead of sleeping, every time you felt you were choking, I saw it. I was there for it. And it killed me. So I went off to look for someone to help you. I tried telling you I've changed. I only bite when my family's in danger, but you still see me as some sort of rabid dog. And those people I did kill in the forest, they were criminals, Wilbur. As if that changes anything. Tell that to the army you just blew into smithereens. You set those explosives, and you gave me the order. So where does that leave us? For a moment, they simply stood there, staring at each other and catching their breaths. The storm still raged outside, but some bit of it was living inside Wilbur's chest. This was the endgame. Wilbur knew they were standing on a precipice. If one of them jumped now, they were lost to each other forever. And so Wilbur leapt. Maybe it was better Tommy died before he found out what you are. He said it deliberately. You must be happy. At least now, he'll never get the chance to know just what sort of monster you truly are. Technoblade moved in a flash. Wilbur had anticipated it, but still couldn't help a gasp of surprise as Techno barreled into him, sending both of them sprawling on the ground. Wilbur's head cracked against the packed earth, but the sting was a welcome one. Technoblade kneeled over him, his fists curled around the collar of Wilbur's shirt. Wilbur could feel Technoblade's anger radiating from him like a heat from a raging forest fire, but when he looked into his old tutor's eyes, he could only see his own wretched smile reflected back in them. Technoblade pulled one fist back, his entire body trembling. Go ahead, Wilbur said. Prove me right. There was a split second where Wilbur thought Technoblade would simply leave, like Wilbur had always known he would eventually. And then his fist collided with Wilbur's face. There was a sickening crunch and a lancing pain, and Wilbur knew from the amount of warm blood that dripped from the side of his face that Technoblade... Holy motherfucking God! Holy shit! Oh my God! Jolly, thank you so much for the raid. Hi, hello. Oh my God. Hi, I'm sorry. I'm reading Passerine. Hi, hello. Oh my God, Jolly, thank you so much for the raid of 20. Oh my God, thank you so much. Hi, hello. I was reading a very emotional part of the story, but I will stop. Jolly, thank you so much for the raid. Hi, hello. What were you doing? What was your raid like? I'm gonna pause the story right here, right now. I am so sorry. Hi, hello, my name is Kitsage, or Kitsage, whatever's a little bit easier, but everybody calls me Kit. I'm primarily a Minecraft streamer, but I've been taking a break because of finals and also because I got a PC and it broke, so now I'm back on my laptop. So, we're reading Passerine, so hi, hello, welcome to the stream. Oh my God. And A.E. Kennett, thank you so much for the follow, and Prime Trippin, thank you so much for the follow. Sorry, I just came back from my lurk. It's okay. But hi. Hello. Oh my God. Oh my God. I was playing on the Ori SMP. No way. Oh my God. I definitely need to get on when you get on. I will thank you in person. Thank you so much. Oh my God. If stuff is like going on and I don't know what's going on, it's because I'm on a laptop. My Wi-Fi is so bad. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. But yeah, the only reason I haven't been on Ori SMP is because of my PC like breaking. I should be on soon and I will give you a gift on the server. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh my God. I hope that your stream went well. Oh my God. I think if there's any other followers that are coming in, it might have just broken my stream because I don't see anything. But thank you so much for the raid. How's everybody doing? I hope that you guys enjoy Passerine. That's what we're reading. We are currently on chapter 5. Okay? We're on chapter 5. Oh my God, I'm like shaking. I'm sorry. I think I just... I'm shaking. Hold on. We're so sweet. No, stop it. You're so sweet. Oh my god, you did not have to. Thank you. Just want to say your voices. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Is this what you wanted to do? Is this what you wanted to do? Did you want to make me cry? Did you want to make me cry, Jolie? What the frick? Hi, hello. Holy shit. Why does everything happen when I'm reading Passerine? What is it with you guys? I guess I'm here to talk your ear off now the whole time. I am so okay with that. That's so cool that you're doing a reading. Yeah. It started because I was going through finals and I still wanted to stream and I wanted a chill time. And so then I was like, hey. And then apparently chat likes my voice. So that's why we're reading Passerine. But yeah, so yeah, hi, I'm Kit. I'm usually doing Minecraft content. Yo, Blue Surfer, thank you so much for the follow. You are amazing. Thank you so much. And yeah, but Acost, thank you guys so much for the freaking follow. Holy shit. Thank you so much for the follow. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I loved yours and Johnny's stream, so I was super glad you were streaming. Thank you so much. Oh my god. That stream with Johnny was so much fun. Yeah, Johnny's amazing. I got to be on her stream and it was so fun, especially on Ori. Oh my god. It's so fun. Yeah, I definitely need to get on when you're on. But yeah, thank you so much for joining the Discord, Jolie, and also Jolie, thank you so much for joining the Discord. Oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, my name is Kit. I stream. Everything has happened while reading Passerine. No, literally, like I hit 200 followers when reading Passerine and it was insane. I started crying. But yeah, I usually do Minecraft content, but I do a lot of just chatting too. And right now we're reading Passerine. So yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you drop a follow if you want to see future content from me, because it's about to get really freaking good. A FNAF stream is coming up. So if you want to see me get scared and scream, then I'd say drop a follow so that you can be alerted when I do that. So yeah, thank you so much. But seriously, freaking Jolie, thank you so much. I hope I'm saying your name right. Jolie, thank you so much for the raid. You are a kind, beautiful soul, and so much love. Oh my god. It was, oh my god. Hold on, I'm trying. How am I supposed to get into the mood? Sadly, I'm gonna have to go. Currently outside and the net isn't the best. That is okay. That is totally okay. Trust me, my internet is not very good right now, and that's because I'm in a house. But yeah. Thank you so much, Jolie. That means so much to me, and I hope that your stream went well. I hope. Holy shit. I'm like shaking. Hold on. What do I do? I'm like shaking. Oh my god. Yeah, we really need to figure out who asked you to read Passerine, because this caused so many memories. No, literally. Like, I don't know. I need to figure it out because I've hit 200. I've hit, like, just so many crazy things have happened. But yeah, so I'm going to get back to Passerine if that is okay. If any follows, you have such lovely vibes. 11 out of 10 would rate again. Thank you so much, Jolie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That means so much to me. Oh my god, that's insane. Thank you so much. Oh my god, that's insane. I don't think anyone asked. Actually, somebody did ask. Yeah, thank you. Y'all are mega. Yeah, you guys are, something that my chat loves to say is poggies. So you guys are mega poggies. Okay. Hand reveal much? Wow. Yeah. It's actually not 42. It's going to be at 35, I think. But because I'm on my old setup, it's still at 42. It was kind of a joke, like 420. Haha. We got into conversation and Kit brought up Passerine and some of us didn't know what that was. Yeah. Oh, was it? Was that how it gone? If I remember right? Oh, maybe. I need to look back at the VOD. But yeah, but seriously, thank you guys so much for following. And Jolie, thank you so much for the freaking raid. You're amazing. But yeah, if it's okay, I'm going to go back to reading Passerine and crying. If you hear my voice shaking, it's because I'm shaking. Yeah. But yeah, seriously, thank you so much. It means so much to me. And it's such a lovely thing, and I'm so happy that, yeah, and now we have new people here, so welcome. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to Passerine, and if you guys have any questions about what's kind of happened and stuff like that, put it in the chat. I will totally stop and read. And yeah, so oh my god, I got scared. Twisted, thank you so much for the host. Thank you so much. Thank you. You guys are freaking awesome. Holy shit. Thank you. Books can make someone cry just as much as a sad movie. Absolutely. Let's go. Yeah, thank you so much, Twisted, and welcome to the stream. Welcome. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started again. Hopefully not cry. But yeah, so if that is okay. But yeah, thank you so much, and I hope you guys enjoy. To all the new people, if you can get more attached to the character when reading, absolutely. But yeah, so I hope the new viewers, I hope you enjoy, and I'm sorry if it kind of cuts out. I am on a really bad Wi-Fi as of right now. But yeah, so I'm gonna get back to it. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, just drop them in the chat, and either my chat can Yo, Prime Trippin, thank you so much for the host. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my god. Jolie, you brought me some amazing people. You brought me an amazing people. Thank you so much again. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. So yeah. Everything is happening all at once, isn't it? It really is, and it's crazy. Okay, are you guys ready? Okay, where was I? Okay, so Wilbur was getting punched the fuck by Techno. Okay. Wish I had money, don't know. It's okay. You being here is so amazing. Thank you so much for being here. And that's all I need. I just need you guys here, and you guys are chilling, and that's the most important thing to me. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and continue. Okay. If you guys have any questions, my chat can answer them, or I can answer them. Yo, Blue Server, thank you so much for the host. No problem. The big man himself gave you the host. Thank you so much. Kids getting overwhelmed. I'm getting overwhelmed because you guys are amazing. Stop. Okay. Before I freaking cry, I need to finish this. We still have another chapter to go through. We're halfway with this chapter. Come on. Okay. I will cry after. Okay, I promise. Just don't do anything to make me cry, or I might actually cry again. Yay, these new people already know that breaking our streamer is the number one rule. True. You guys, yeah, they love to hurt me, and by hurt me, and I mean break me, and that means make me freak out. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead. Okay. Okay. So Wilbur's getting punched, right? Okay. There was a split second where Wilbur thought Technoblade would simply leave, like Wilbur had always known he would eventually, and then his fist collided with Wilbur's face. There was a sickening crunch and a lancing pain, and Wilbur knew from the amount of warm blood that dripped down the side of his face that Technoblade had broken his nose. Wilbur leaned back, looking up at Technoblade with wide eyes. Technoblade stared back at him with equal shock, the anger briefly ebbing from his face. Yeah, you guys keep interrupting me. It's okay. I love you guys, though. It's okay. You guys can always interrupt me. You guys are the only ones that have permission to, okay? Okay. I'm going. Wilbur leaned back, looking up at Technoblade with wide eyes. Technoblade stared back at him with equal shock, the anger briefly ebbing from his face to reveal a genuine worry. Technoblade began, but Wilbur cut him off with a derisive snort. "That all you got? Blood god," he said, and promptly kicked Technoblade off of him. Technoblade went flying and crashed against the cot right behind him. Wilbur's breath caught as he watched the cot tremble and then collapse. "No!" Technoblade reached his arms out, but he wasn't fast enough. Tommy's limp body fell to the floor with a hollow thud. For a moment, all was quiet. There was only the distant rumble of thunder, so far away now, as Technoblade and Wilbur simply stared at Tommy's body lying in the dirt before them. Like abandoned, refused, like a toy once loved, now broken, discarded by a careless toddler's fickle hands. He hated himself for it. But his first instinct was to search the room for his father. He met his father's eyes as the old king slowly rose from his seat, his mouth a thin line of disapproval. Always disapproval. The voices hissed, even now, especially now. Wilbur wrenched his gaze away from his father's, only to be met with Technoblade, his pale face a study in grief. "What the hell did we just do?" Technoblade whispered, almost too quiet to be heard over the pounding rain. But Wilbur was already rushing to his feet. Before Technoblade could say another word, Wilbur ran. Okay, so that's a chapter break. So we can, it's okay, because now it's gonna be Phil's turn. But I see, is this a fanfic? Yes, this is called Passerine, which is by oh crap, I just lost where I was. It is Passerine, which is written by Blue Jammas or Theseus. But yeah, it is a fanfic based on SBI. So Technoblade, Tommy, Wilbur, and Philza. And basically, let's see, where I need to find my chapter again. Where is my chapter? Where was I? Oh no. Okay, found it. Okay. Yes, it is a fanfic. So basically, it's like a medieval, like, alternate universe where Philza was king, left his kids, Wilbur and Tommy, I'm gonna pause the music, left them in the care of Technoblade, who's the blood god, stuff like that. And yeah, so it's a fanfic. It's a really popular fanfic, and it's really emotional and stuff like that. Okay, Rosie, third ever follower. Is it hot? And Is it hot? And when am I going to be in the story? It is not hot. It's sad. It's sad. When am I going to be in the story? No, prime tripping. No prime tripping. No, I don't think there's any prime tripping in the story, sadly. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get back to it. Yeah, and if there's any other questions my chat can answer, or I can answer when at the next chapter break. But yeah, okay, ready? There you go. Don't. The warning was soft, but brooked no argument. Techno stopped at the edge of the tent where he'd been readying to chase after Wilbur, turning towards the sound of Philza's voice. Philza had gathered Tommy's body in his arms, but he was looking right at Techno. He needs his space, Phil continued, his blue eyes almost gray in the dim light. How would you know? Techno wanted to say, but his gaze fell and caught on Tommy. What was left of his anger evaporated into mist as he took in the state of his pupil. The blood and mud still on his skin and clothes, the dagger still protruding from his small, unbreathing chest. Phil held the boy with infinite gentleness, Tommy's head nestled against the crook of his arms, Tommy's cheek pressed against his chest, exactly like how one would hold a newborn babe. Techno wondered when the last time Phil had held Tommy like that, if Tommy even allowed him to over the age of 3, and realized it did not really matter. A father's arms were never forgot the shape of a child. Not that Techno knew anything about being a father or being a son. Techno nodded begrudgingly at Philza. And we need to clean Tommy. Phil looked down at the body in his arms, his expression cloudy. I suppose we should. They moved quietly, carefully. Techno grabbed the cloth he'd dropped during his tussle with Wilbur and went to wet in the rain again, lingering in the cold to let the raindrops rush away the blood on his knuckles. Wilbur's blood. His stomach tightened as blood-stained water dripped from his hands, but in a few moments his hands were clean once more. When he turned back to Tommy and Phil, he'd found that Phil had taken the knife from Tommy's chest. Is this yours? Phil asked bitterly, running his hand over the knife's carved handle. You should know, Techno said. You gave it to me. Phil looked up in surprise. Techno could only shrug, unsure of what they stood now with each other. It was a long time ago, Techno said. You gave me a whole set. During the... Yes, Techno cut him off. During that time. For the first time, Phil seemed to look his age, ancient and weathered by his endless years. Techno could see him remembering it all, their empire of blood and glory broken only by silent months of warm companionship. It seemed their bodies recalled just as much as their minds did, because they slipped easily into their grim work, side by side, never needing to speak a single word. As Phil combed the dirt out of Tommy's hair, Techno scrubbed at the stains on his arms and the stubborn one of his cheek. And when Tubbo... Oh, sorry. I keep messing up. Sorry. As Phil combs the dirt out of Tommy's hair, Techno scrubbed at the stains on his arms and the stubborn one of his cheek. And when Techno's breathing began to slow at the sight of the jagged wound on Tommy's chest, Phil silently worked Tommy out of his torn shirt and into a fresh one that did not bear the scars of their battle. Then they stepped back, surveying their work. Tommy was polished. Tommy was spotless. Tommy was dead. Of all the things that could have broken him, Techno didn't understand why it had to be the sight of Tommy actually looking clean. He'd held it together when they were walking back to camp. He'd held it together when Wilbur pinned him with accusations that simply echoed what the voices had been saying for years. Monster, monster, monster. He'd killed 1,000 men, seen allies eviscerated, and witnessed the fall of kingdoms. He'd seen Philza kneel. He'd seen the world end 100 times over and watched its people rebuild it over and over while he stood back, helpless, wanting to scream at them for being foolish, but also yearning with all his might to be able to love something enough to also love what grew from its ruins. And looking at Tommy's peaceful face was what finally made Technoblade, Emperor of Ice, Blood God, Destroyer of Worlds, cry. He stood over Tommy's body and let the tears fall. He felt himself come undone with grief and guilt and misery and madness, and all at once he understood. He understood the anguish in the war god's eyes. He understood the pain of the widows and orphans he'd left in his wake. He understood the agony of an entire world brought to its knees before a merciless god. And he felt it all. A hand closed around his trembling shoulder. Techno. Phil's voice was a distant thing. We need to talk. Talk? Techno whirled around, shrugging at Phil's hands off his shoulder. The other god simply backed away, giving Techno space. Techno hated that almost as much as the blank look on Phil's face. What is there to talk about? About... Phil's swallowed, leaning against the table as if he could not bear his own weight any longer. About why I left. Your son is dead. The words tasted like ash on his tongue. His corpse is right in front of you, and you want to talk about yourself? Philza flinched, but that was the extent of his reaction. This is important. You have to understand. What is there left for me to understand? It's not over. Philza's eyes bore through him. The war isn't over. Techno exhaled heavily. Don't screw with me right now. I'm done. I'm finished. Would it help? Philza said slowly. If I told you the leader of the Green Army, its general, its ruler, whatever, is still out there? Techno blinked, hot tears still stinging his eyes. What? Philza's lips drew into a thin line, a habit that Techno recognized from their Empire days as something Philza did when he was trying not to scream. I left for 1,000 different reasons, Techno. When she died, I just knew. Though the pain of losing her was more than I could bear, I knew something worse would come. And it did come, sooner than I expected, but it came. He glanced at Tommy, his expression undecipherable. Her death destroyed me. But I knew the day I lost my sons would be the day I destroyed the world. His eyes slid to Techno. You understand that, I think. I do. Technically didn't want to agree with him on anything, but there was no other explanation for the voices slowly getting louder and louder inside his head. He was beginning to lose himself. He already had it if he had heard Wilbur like that. It had only been a few hours. There was no telling what he could do, what he could become later. He stared at Philza for once, realizing that the Angel of Death might be called that for a reason. We gods are different. Our grief is infinite, but so is our power. Philza looked at his hands. No being should have both. Grief, in immortal, already does so much fucking damage. In us, it will be 1,000 times worse, so I did the only thing I felt could save me. Save everyone from my grief. Blue eyes found red. Have you heard of the green god, Technoblade? Techno found himself nodding. The green god. An infamous force, but a mystery to all, Technoblade had found the name carved into trees older than civilization and written into the mortals' holy texts. Philza smiled. The green god could bring him back. The rest of the world fell away, and in its place hope. That's why a single tear, the last of its kind, the last Techno could give, fell down Techno's cheek, warm and light. That's why you aren't breaking down right now. Oh. Philza gave him a sad smile. Believe me, old friend, I am completely losing it. I just had more practice at hiding it than you. Knowing I can revive my son doesn't do shit for the pain of seeing him die in the first place. And your wife? That sobered Philza quickly. I don't know. The texts I read, and there were millions, had conflicting stories about the Green God's rule. What he can and can't do. They all agree he's powerful, even more powerful than you and me combined, I reckon. But he can bring back Tommy, and right now that's the only thing that matters. Techno was quiet for a moment, simply processing the weight of Philza's revelation. Oh my god! What the frick? Bottom frag! Cookies, thank you so much for the raid. I am reading. God damn it. What is everybody doing? Hi, hello, hello, hello. Hi, welcome to the stream. Hi, hello, hello, raiders. Welcome to the stream. Holy shit. Hold on, I have to pause the music again. What the frick? You, Risebolt, thank you so much for the follow. You brought more humans. Thank you so much, A. Thank you so much. Hi, hello, Raiders. Hello, hello, hello. Bottom Brag Pookies, what were you doing? What was your stream? How was it? Let me know. Hi, hello, Raiders. I'm going to cry. Yeah, I am. Hi, hello, Raiders. My name is Kitsage, or Kitsage, however you want to describe it. Maddie Sarah, thank you so much for the follow. Holy shit. You guys are going to break your stream, or our streamer? Yeah, I'm broken. Bottom Brag Pookies, thank you so much for the follow. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yeah, another raid. What the frick? Yeah. Hi, hello, Raiders. My name is Kitsage. You can call me Kit. I'm primarily a Minecraft streamer, but I have been taking pretty soon. Soon, guys. Better stick around, Raiders, to find out when. Oh no. Hit that shmoney. Thank you so much for the follow. Your voice is so pretty. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for all the follows. Holy shit. Yeah, my Discord's in the link. Thank you so much, Rosie, for putting my Discord. And yeah, follow my Twitter for all the updates. Anyways, hi, hello. My name is Kitsage. You can call me Kit. I'm primarily a Minecraft streamer, but I started doing this Passerine bedtime story during they're broken. Yeah, you guys are breaking me. I started doing this for my followers because it's final season, and sometimes people just need a good break and just need to hear somebody talk, and they liked my voice, so I said I would start doing this. But yeah, so we're reading Passerine, and we're on chapter 5 as of right now. If you have any questions, make sure to put them in my chat, and my chat can answer them for you, or I can answer them during a break. But yeah, I go by the pronouns. I love Minecraft. I love Minecraft too. So the thing is, I am primarily a laptop streamer, but I just got a PC. But then, as scuffed as I am, my PC was scuffed. So it actually broke. So I'm getting a new one. Should be starting Minecraft soon. But I am a part of awesome SMPs. I have a bunch of streams planned. And if you want to see me get scared, because I'm going to be playing FNAF sometime soon. If you want to see that, make sure you follow. Make sure you follow so that you can see me scared. This is the cutest. I love that idea. Hey. I hope I'm saying that your name right. If not, let me know. Thank you so much for the host. You're so freaking amazing. Holy crap. Why are you so cute? I can't stop. Guys, okay. The thing is, I always bully my chat, except right now, this is when I'm wholesome. So you guys are seeing a different side of me. So when you see me play Bed Wars, now that's a different story. I get toxic. But hit that shmoney. Thank you so much for the sub. 2 subs, I think. Is it 2 subs? Is that 2 subs? I don't know. It gave that message twice. Thank you so much. Holy shit. Do you guys know if you're on mobile, you can host by using the share button? What the frick? What are you guys doing? Hi. Hello. Oh my god. No, but subs actually break our streamer. No, literally. Guys, please, you do not have to. Just do the free stuff. Following is great. Watching is great. Hosting is great. You don't have to sub unless you're financially able to, but thank you so much. We are 5 away from hand reveal then. What are you guys doing? Yeah, but thank you so much for the gifted sub. Thank you so much. Oh my god, you guys are amazing. Holy shit. Where did you guys come from? Where did you go? God, Joe, hydrate. I don't have water. You can just call me yours to make it easier for you. KK, I got it. My dog and cat are cute. Oh my god, yes. Thank you so much. I did? Okay, great. Thank you so much for the follow. My dog and cat are cute. I'm gonna believe that you're right and say that yes, that's true. Your dog and cat are cute. But yeah. What the frick? I'm gonna scream you guys. I'm gonna scream at you guys after this. I'm gonna scream at you guys after this. What are you guys doing? Okay. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. What the fuck? Do we all need to sub is what you're saying? No, please. I will cry. A hype train is close. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me a hype train is close. It just said that. No, I'm scared. I don't have water. I don't have water. How can I hydrate if I don't have water? But thank you so much for Bottom Frag Pookies for the sub. You're amazing. Thank you. They are. I believe you. I totally believe you. And yes. We love drowning our streamer, but Kit's really bad. No, literally. The thing is, like, my stream is like always drowning me, but I never have water. It's totally not a tactic so that they can't drown me. I promise. But seriously, thank you so. I'm gonna read them again. Let me read them again. I'm sorry, my setup is scuffed right now. But yeah, Bottom Brack Pookies, thank you so much for the sub. Actually, the 2 subs, I think it was. I can't see. I literally have to be in audio only for this, and it's barely playing the stream. Hydrate. I can't hydrate. I can't hydrate. I can't hydrate. Passerine streams are wholesome, and then every other stream Kate yells at us. No, literally. I can't hydrate. I need water. I'll go get water in a little bit. Also, I'm streaming off of my laptop because my PC was broken. So if it cuts out, I am so sorry. I apologize, and I love you guys very much. Mwah. Passerine. But yeah, IE, thank you so much for the host. Hit that shmoney, thank you so much for the follow. Bottom frag Pookies, thank you for the follow. Maddie Surratt has thank you so much for the follow. Rise Bowl, thank you so much for the follow. And then Bottom frag Pookies, thank you so much for the freaking raid. What were you doing for your stream? Let me know. And yeah, thank you so much. Literally, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I literally, I can't say anything. Oh! Guys, oh my god, no, that was wrong. No, because literally that's exactly what I just saw. Why am I at 24? It says 24. What are you doing? What are you doing, guys? Everybody stop. Guys, no, we need to stop. Everybody leave the stream. I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end the stream right now. We got a kit kiss. No, you're getting a kit scream. I'm gonna scream at you guys. What are you doing? Who? Stop. No, I don't. Stream isn't even playing for me anymore. No, what's going on? No. I'm gonna cry. What is this? Where did you guys come from? No, literally, it's late. My dog's name is Athena. My cat's name is Paul. That's so freaking cute. I guess I have a new streamer to sim for now. Stop. I will cry. Stop. No, literally. I'm sobbing. Okay. I don't know what to do. We were playing Valo? No freaking way. Okay. As soon as I get my PC, I want to download Valo. Is it fun? Because I've kind of wanted to try it. Kate, you better not end it. I might just have to because you guys are making me blush. We should play Minecraft together sometime. Absolutely. No, absolutely. Hold up. You know what? Let me just, to make sure that I keep you in mind, I will drop a follow. I promise. Let me see if I can get this. Why is everything taking forever? Bottom five Boogies, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you so much. So you're going to end stream because we didn't all sub yet? No, I'm going to end stream because you guys are amazing and you guys are making me cry and shake. Why are you all so... No, literally. Who let you guys be this nice? That's what I want to know. Who let you be this nice? I need to have a talk with them because... no. If you guys expect... Valo is so fun. Okay, I will take your word for it, and maybe I will be... Also, thank you so much, everybody, for who's joining the Discord. Prime Trippin', IE, and... yeah. Where are you also... No, Valo is fun. I will have to try it out. I'm part of the Bottom Frag Pookie's channel. We should totally play together. Hell yeah. We're making Kit blush. No, I'm lying. I don't blush. What are you guys doing? Where are you guys? What is this? No, seriously. I haven't even finished the chapter, guys. I don't have any water. I only brought the most wholesome people here. I'm not wholesome. I'm very mean and cringe. That is okay. Welcome. For the Discord, it's !DISC. It's just like a shortened version of Discord. So !DISC. So yeah. Yeah. How many hydrates is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll get water after. I promise. I'll get water after. The command is Discord shortened. Fun fact, I may or may not mod for 20 plus people, so I know a couple dope peoples. That's freaking awesome. But seriously, thank you so much for bringing amazing people here. No, literally, where did you amazing people come from? Anyways, I'm going to hope that it's okay that I go back to Passerine. Okay? I'm gonna do that. Okay? Because if not, I might actually cry. I might shake. I might be shaken. Just join. Thank you so much. All the most wholesome peoples. Thank you so much. Okay. Before I cry, I'm going to keep going. Mean girls are something else. Sheesh. I did the things in your Discord. Heck yeah. Mean girls are something else. But guess what? I'm not a mean girl. I just bully my chat for funsies in the most loving way possible. Yeah. So I promise I'm not mean. But yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you drop a follow. Chug water. I will chug water at the end of the stream. All right, bestie, I'm heading to bed, but we definitely got to play soon. Absolutely. Send me a message. If you join the Discord, send me a message and just like let me know. And then yeah. But yeah, thank you so much again for the raid and have a good rest. Have a good sleep, please. Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much everybody for joining the Discord. I'm going to keep going. But yeah, if anything happens again, I might cry. Anyways, crying is not Pog. Crying is Pog. Leave me alone. I cry on stream. This is the first time I haven't cried on stream while reading Passerine, so but I'm shaking. I'm literally shaking. I think my shock is just too much now. But yeah, what are you reading? I'm reading Passerine. So Passerine is a fanfic based around Philza, Tommy, Tubbo. I keep saying Tubbo. What's going on with Tubbo? Philza, Tommy, Wilbur, and Technoblade. And so yeah, breaking our streamers. Pog. Frick, what? That's so rude. So rude. So yeah, basically they're, Wilbur is king, Tommy's a prince. Tommy was murdered, by the war god, which was Sapnap. It's a huge story. So right now, Phil's is talking to Techno, saying, hey, the green god, which I think is Dream, can bring people back to life. So let's go save Tommy, pretty much, okay? So that's kind of where we're at right now. So let's, yeah. Okay, cool. We're gonna keep going because I will cry. Okay, I can't focus on this anymore because I will sob my eyes out. Anyways, okay. Okay. Techno was quiet for a moment, simply processing the weight of Philza's revelation. Then he said, couldn't you have said all of that before I broke Wilbur's face? Philza grimaced. I'm sorry. I was, well, losing it, as I said. You know me. Techno nodded. I do know you. Always gone in the aftermath, aren't you? Techno, you could have stayed to explain, Techno said quietly, or you could have taken me with you. Cry! Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we all hate Passerine Snap. Yes. They both knew he wasn't talking about just Tommy anymore. Philza shook his head sadly. What gave me the strength to leave the night my wife died, Techno, was the knowledge that you were staying behind. I'd seen what you were becoming to the boys and what the boys were becoming to you. I knew I could leave because they had you. But who did I have, Phil? Techno demanded. Phil's eyes widened. Techno, that's me and you. Techno went on. Not hearing anything beyond the pounding of his own heart. That's what you said. So where were the Zoo Pals? Thank you so much for the follow. Hi, hello, welcome to the stream and I hope that you're enjoying it. Hello. Fuck. Me and you, Techno went on, not hearing anything beyond the pounding of his own heart. That's what you said. So where were you when I was crashing through an entire library's worth of books on history and politics and goddamn etiquette just to fit in a life I never asked for? Where were you when Tommy was waking up from nightmares almost every night, or when Wilbur was pulling his hair out over being king at 16? Where were you when the voices got so loud for the both of us that we had to take turns reminding each other to breathe? There was a sharp crack, startling both Techno and Philza. They both looked down at the table Philza had been leaning on, only to find a chunk of it had broken clean off in Philza's hand. Oh. Philza stared uncomprehendingly at the cracked piece in his hand. That's... He looked helplessly at Techno. What do I do now? Technoblade crossed his arms, apologized for one thing. For the table or for leaning? At Technoblade's unimpressed look, Philza winced. Sorry, that was my awful attempt at humor, I suppose. He took a deep breath, dropping the broken pieces from his hand. I know I have a lot to be sorry for, he began. Techno sighed. There's going to be a but now, isn't there? But, Philza continued, meeting Techno's disappointed stare head on, something close to sadness flickering over his face. We have the rest of our lives for my atonement. I will apologize to you every minute of every day once this is all over. I will never stop trying to make it up to you, but it will have to wait once we're safe, once we're all home. He glanced pointedly at Tommy, then back at Techno. Like I said, this war isn't over. The Green God is still out there. This was simply his invitation. An invitation? Techno thought about the thousands of Corpus, enemy and ally, buried underneath the rubble of exploded mountains, his trident and whip still slick with blood. What had the war god said? I'm merely a pawn in his game. Is this all a joke to him? Philza nodded tightly. He's more god than the both of us. You calling me mortal, Philza? That depends, Philza smiled gently. Do you still think it's an insult? Techno did not reply. Instead, he turned towards the front of the tent to the rain still raging outside. Someone needs to find Wilbur. Philza found him at the very edge of the hill, kneeling over a cluster of blue flowers, the rain pouring over his shoulders. He seemed numb to the cold, to everything entirely, but when Philza spread his wings over him, keeping the downpour away, his dark eyes flickered to his father just for a second. Just for a heartbeat, but it was acknowledgement which was more than Phil could have ever hoped to deserve. Techno's words echoed in his head, each syllable leaving bleeding wounds that Phil would never show. Techno had already suffered so much, too much. Phil would rather die than add to that. Whatever apology he could come up with now would be meaningless, a small, pathetic scratch against an iceberg of his own making. Actions, after all, speak louder than words, and Philza was nothing if not a man of action. King of 16, Techno had said, as if it was the worst thing to be. Now looking down at his son, Philza knew it to be true. Wilbur was holding his own hand in his lap. In the dark, Phil could just barely make out a jagged, barely healed scar on his palm. He wanted to ask a million things at once. Are you okay? Who did that? What happened? Will you ever forgive me? Forgive me, forgive me, forgive me. But he held his silence, even if it was the second most painful thing he had ever done. He waited and waited. He would wait until the world ended if that was what it took, and then, eventually, Wilbur spoke. It really was meant to be. I'm sorry? Phil asked gently. Yeah. Wilbur sighed heavily. You should be. Will. Why didn't you visit? Wilbur asked suddenly. Overhead, lightning arched across the midnight sky, and Phil finally allowed himself to look, really look, at his son. His jaw was sharper, his shoulders broader, but underneath the blood and grime and the haunted eyes, it was still his boy, his Wilbur, terrified of the dark. Or even write a letter, or anything. Phil's heart shattered. Because if I allowed myself that foot in the door, I knew I wouldn't have the courage to leave again. And did you ever think about us? Of course. Every second of every day. I never thought of you, Wilbur said. Or at least I tried not to. It was hard. I saw you everywhere. In the paintings, in the garden, down every hallway, in Tommy's eyes, in Techno's words. He closed his scarred hand so tightly that the wound opened once more, spilling blood onto the grass. But what's strange is that I never saw you and me. Thunder echoed over the valley, but Philza barely heard it. I think that's a good thing, Wilbur. No. Wilbur gave a rueful shake of his head. No, it's not. I'm tired of pretending it is. I'm tired of everything. I wish I could be just like you and leave it all behind without looking back. That was enough. Philza went and kneeled before Wilbur, his hands finding Wilbur's shoulders. Wilbur's expression crumbled. And Philza knew it wasn't just rain dipping down his cheeks. Leaving you and Tommy was the hardest. Oh, sorry, I messed up. Leaving you and Tommy, Philza said, almost killed me, Wilbur. But I knew I had to spare you exactly from this. He shook him slightly, desperately, just to get any sort of emotion behind those cold brown eyes. We can bring him back, Wilbur. This isn't the end. He told Wilbur of his plans, of the years he'd spent hunting down every lead and every whisper of the green god who could rewrite history, rewind death itself. I know, Philza said. I know this doesn't absolve me of things I've done, leaving you when your mother had just... I thought I was protecting you from my world, but I should have understood earlier. You are my world, you and Techno and Tommy, and after this, after the green god gives us your brother back, we can go home together. And you can be Prince Wilbur again, if you want. Or we could go somewhere else, find a place nobody knows our names, and just be. For a while, Wilbur was silent again. Speak, Philza begged. Please talk to me. At last, Wilbur said, you know, children don't really care about why their parents leave. They only care what they did. It's a blessing, I suppose, that if I never truly was a child, even when I was young, he nodded once, almost to himself. And how sure are you that the green god will give us anything after all he's done? Because I'll make him, the angel of death vowed. Wilbur scoffed. Right. Techno told me about you, you know. Well, I guess you told me about Techno first with your bedtime stories. Every time I pray to the gods, I've only ever been praying to you. I'm not much of a pious man now. Wilbur gave him a ghost of a smile. But I suppose faith is stronger when tested, right? Before Philza could say anything, Wilbur threw his arms around his father, pulling him into an embrace. Philza stilled, a frozen, unmoving statue in his son's arms, and then he cracked. He leaned into Wilbur, his own arms going around Wilbur and pulling him close. He still remembered the last time Wilbur had allowed himself to be hugged like this by his father. He was older now and heavier, but that would never matter. Phil had never forgotten his initial hesitation at holding Tommy. The shame would follow him forever, but after that he'd promised to hold his sons for as long as they would let him. And he had sworn never to be the first one to let go. Phil had spent 9 years, 10 months, 3 days, and 16 hours away from his eldest son, and now, in the rain and in the dark, where nobody could see him cry, he was finally home. Wilbur buried his face in his father's shoulders, clinging on for dear life. "This isn't forgiveness," he whispered. "I know," Philza whispered back. "And you have a hell of a lot more explaining to do." "I know. And when we get Tommy back, you'll have to bend over backwards to appease him. That boy holds grudges longer than I do." "I know, Wilbur. I know." Phil felt Wilbur nod against him. "Then that's where we'll start." When they returned, Technoblade was waiting at the mouth of their tent, the lights behind him barely making more than a shadow. In his left hand was a roll of bandages ready for Wilbur's nose. Wilbur found himself grinning, a quip already on his tongue, but was silenced as Techno crossed into the rain and wrapped Wilbur in his arms. Wilbur sunk wordlessly into the god's embrace, and both of them were finally warm. Forgiveness came easily with brothers, after all. The angel of death looked on quietly. He would not be welcome for this moment. Not when there was too much between the three of them still, but he knew someday he would be again. One day, the four of them would be together in a home full of sunlight. Looking forward to that distant time, Philza finally felt peace. Inside the tent, a golden-haired prince slept on. Woo! We finally finished the chapter. That took a long time. But definitely so happy about it because I now have a bunch of new awesome people here. So hell yeah. So how are we feeling? How are you feeling? Yes, you did get a gifted sub, Jalfire, and I'm not too sure who it was. Yes, it was Bottom Frag Pookies. They are not here anymore. They actually went to bed, which is okay. But yeah, someone did a good thing. Yeah, 2 people have done great things. We've had 2 raids happen. Jolie, and also from Bottom Frag Pookies. Kit, yes. Hello, Jalfire. What are we feeling? Are we feeling? Woo! Who the heck? I don't know. It was insane. 2 raids happening like within 30 minutes of each other, maybe less. Yeah, that was insane. Yeah. So how are we feeling? Are we feeling 2nd chapter? Are we feeling 6th chapter? How are you feeling? Because I think so we can go 6th chapter. Shit. I think that was awesome, Kit. Yeah. This book had been dipped in holy water. No, literally. I need to talk to whoever wrote this because I'm gonna be like, hey, you did amazing things for my chat apparently and my streams. This book, I literally who would have thought? Little reading I didn't think it would actually yeah. How long is the next chapter? It's gonna be a good. Ooh. It's gonna be okay. You know what? It is a pretty long chapter. Okay. It's a bit of a long chapter. It doesn't say how many words there are and stuff like that. We can wait. Thank you for the egg. We can wait. So, I don't know what you guys want to do. Should we talk about it? Should we talk about everything so far? I think that'd be kind of fun. because, okay, I think these last 2 chapters are really important. So we can do is that tomorrow, hopefully, this is why you stay in school, kids. Just a long line to learn to read. Hell yeah. Just long enough to learn to... I can't read. I can't read chat, apparently. Long enough to learn to read. Exactly. Because then, apparently, you get raids and bombs. I can't stay for more than 30 minutes. Okay, then it's going to be a lot longer than 30 minutes. So, you know what? The stream has already gone on for a while. So, we're going to save it. Okay? We're going to save this next chapter. But I'd say, if there's any new viewers here, and you want to get to know me a little bit better because you just brought here, then I think, why don't we kind of chat? Let's chat a bit. If there's any questions, if there's anything that you want to know about me, my content, anything that anything that you can reach me at, let's talk about that. If there's any new viewers here that kind of are interested in any of that, but yeah, or just even like if you've been new in my chat for a while. Oh my god, I just saw that I was gifted a freaking sub to Julie. What the frick? Sure, save the game. Heck yeah. Okay, so we're gonna save the chapter. Save the book. Yeah, we're gonna save the chapter for... Let's save the chapter for tomorrow. We're gonna stream tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow, or today, I guess. No, tomorrow. Quit while we're ahead. Okay, we'll quit while we're ahead. Yeah, we'll quit while we're ahead. But yeah. Yeah. So how do we feel? How are we feeling about this story so far? Why do they want you to reveal your hand? I don't know. It was just a fun little thing that I made. And also because I found these really cute cups and it's with reference. So basically it shows how big my hand is. I don't know. It's something stupid. It's like basically like a running joke. Yeah, because I've showed a little bit of my hands before. So it's not like that insane, but yeah. I think the sub goal is actually at 35. I went down because I was like 42 is a lot. So yeah, why do they want you to reveal your hand? It's mostly a thing that I was made. That I was born in Fireline makes me think about the song Fireborn. Absolutely. Yeah, I know that he's like Sabnab, like character Sabnab, I guess, has talked about that a lot. Like born in fire kind of deal. But yeah. But how are we feeling so far? The way I love Passerine. It's so good. It's such a good book. This book is so fucking good. Absolutely. It really is. And it's like, now, okay, because I read it obviously alone, right? I read it in my own silence and stuff. And that was months ago when it was really popular. I think it was even before I started streaming that I had read it. I don't remember. So the fact that I was able to come back on it with chat and hit 200 followers and get 2 amazing people rating me with their amazing chat, like it's insane. The fact that we're able to hit so many milestones. The music in the background amplifies the experience. It absolutely does. It's my favorite song, which it was actually in the saddest animation for, which it was called the Sun Sprite, I think. The Sun Sprite Eulogy or something like that, which that is what we're going to be reacting to after. I had zero expectation for Passerine, and I think this is the best way I could have been introduced to it. I'm so glad because the fact that I can alter the way somebody sees a book is amazing, because I love books. I love stories. I love telling stories, which is kind of why I want to start getting into like lore and stuff like that for like SMPs that I'm on and stuff like that coming soon. So it's like cool to be able to like talk about this story, and the story is amazing. Like it's so many things. I retain a lot of information better when people read to me, and it makes it extra special when kids reading to us. I'm glad that you guys enjoy it, because it's something that I didn't think that a lot of people would enjoy. I mean, like I know that my quote unquote persona, I'm very active, very like hype energy, playing Bed Wars, I'm cursing, like stuff like that. And this is chill. This is like a different side. What is your favorite movie? Ooh. Okay. The one that gives me the most nostalgia, and I'll think about it, is Anastasia. I love Anastasia. It's the best movie to me. Random. I love Anastasia. Like the animation. Not Disney. Is that Pixar, I think? I don't know. I don't know what kind of good luck charm this book is, but Passerine has done nothing but good for Kit. Absolutely. Except break her. No, absolutely. I do get broken by it, but it's because it's a good break. It's a good break. But yeah. Somebody just needs to draw me as a Passerine character. I'm just kidding. Yeah. No, I adore Passerine. And the thing is, it has a lot of like, I love medieval kind of things. I love And one of like the main things is yellow roses and stuff, and that's like my favorite flower. So it's kind of like fun. It's like little. It's a little fun. It's a little thing. Like, oh my god, that's like in this, like my favorite flowers in one of my favorite like stories. The chat is delayed by like 40 seconds. I'm not surprised. Yeah. I'm dropping bits right now, cause my my laptop loves me. Yeah, no, it's kind of insane that like a story that I'm like, oh, like I like this story, and especially because it uses like yellow flowers, and then like this song, like it really hits. Like it's interesting that two things that have really important positions in my life, so to speak, are found in this book, and this book has done nothing but like bring good to chat and like bring good to like my community and stuff like that. Like the growth has been insane. It's a little fun, funny, fresh. No, absolutely. Like it's insane. Like there's no way I would have expected a raid of like 20 people in months, much less tonight, especially when it was like this stream that I wasn't even going to do tonight, because I've been really frustrated with my PC and stuff like that. Like because I just gotten it and stuff like that. And I was like, man, like I promised so much content. Like I felt bad for you guys, because I was like I felt really bad because I was like, I promised you guys so much good content, and here I am like not knowing what to do with my PC. Turns out it's bad graphics card, so it's okay. Got it all figured out. Getting a new one soon. But yeah. I also like when Kit reads to us, because then I have really good background noise for when I'm drawing, and then it gives my drawing special memories. That's amazing. I'm glad. I love being read to. I never expected people to actually really like it. So the thing is, like when I started this, it was never like my intention to like have a bunch of people here. It was more just like my outlet of kind of like de-stressing for finals and stuff like that. And my finals are done. I finished with finals, but I know that a lot of people are still going through them and just having a rough time, because I know the holiday season can bring on a lot of like kind of a bit of like seasonal depression, a lot of sadness and stuff like that, which is fine. Literally I was drawing some Snifferish fan art when Kit hit 200 followers. Now I treasure that drawing so much. I'm glad. Oh, but yeah, like I love what I do. Like it's something that I was doing more for myself, because it was just something that like I know that, I don't know, just my chat was like, I was like, I don't care if they're not here or not, like this is something that I kind of need, but then it turned into we're all here at this time of night just trying to kind of get through it. And this story was helping. And the fact that this story's brought me so much, like, now I'm like, I'm going to get it printed and stuff like that. And I'm going to get, like, it's just, it's so cool. It's so cool. Like, to see that this story, it's nice to not have Kit yell at us. Shut up. I will yell at you. Don't worry. You guys are going to get yelling streams soon. Because I'm going to be screaming at freaking Five Nights at Freddy's, because you guys just had to get 200 by my anniversary. 5 months. That's insane. No, Passerine streams are so chill. They really are. I always look forward to them. I'm glad. They're the best. Thank you. And I hope you guys enjoy. I want to find more stories that I can read to you. So kind of when we need those chill times. That is the cutest email. No, literally, where is that from? I love that. Wait, is that a frog? That is so freaking cute. I love it. Or is that a teddy bear? I can't tell. I'm blind. But yeah, like it's cool. The stream better be uploaded to the VODs. Absolutely. Do not worry. It will. It's too good not to. Are you kidding me? It's insane. Oh my god. And it's like, it's fun, because I'm like, I always, like, of course I'm worried when I have my laptop, right? I'm streaming with my laptop. I still can't believe I'm not on the story yet. I know. Like, I always get scared streaming from my laptop, because I'm like, Kit's gonna learn bookbinding when she prints out Passerine. No, absolutely. I'm going to. What if I just made my own cover for it? I'm going to start drawing one right now. I'm just kidding. I can't draw. I'm so bad at it. I'll draw myself as a Passerine character. I don't fucking know how that would be, but but yeah, like it's just it's cool. It's cool to see all this. Kind of cool to see everybody, see new names, new faces, all that fun stuff. 'Tis a very cute froggy. Oh my god, there's so many frogs. I love that. No, because I love those. Those are so cute. What the frick? I love those. Those are so cute. Oh, little murder frogs. Hell yeah. That's like my chat when they're trying to like drown me. They're like, you better drink. Just like, that's so cute though. But yeah, no, it's fun. This has been really fun. And hopefully you guys enjoy the other content that's kind of coming soon. Yeah, I can't guarantee that there's going to be a lot of Passerine left. We have 2 chapters left and the animatic. And then that's it for Passerine. So then you guys got to get a new story that you guys want me to read. I don't know. Like, what's some stories that you guys want me to read? Because I can write them down. And if we ever, maybe we can do like a story time every night. But yeah. And also, like, you know what? Like, for stream ideas, so in my Discord, I do have stream ideas. So if you go down to stream ideas, there's, like, ideas. It's at the very bottom of my subs. Gifted subs get best emotes. Hell yeah. If you go to stream ideas, you can totally put down, like, read, like, story time with Kit, like, and then, like a link to a story. And I can look into it and read it. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm so glad I'm seeing everybody on my Discord. That's so cool. Hello, hello, hello. But yeah, I don't want Passerine to end. I know. I don't either. It's been really good to me. Weirdly enough. It's been really good to me. But yeah, it's okay if it ends. Do you accelerate? No, that better be a full joke. That's not half joke. That's a full joke. No. We're doing wholesome. I'm not going to describe anything like that. Sorry. Anything NSFW, I don't think so. I will not read that out loud. I'm sorry. I think it's NSFW. I don't know. That's all I've heard about it. Like, I don't know. What are some popular ones? I can't remember. Like, if there's popular stories that you want me to read, like, then, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, but no, that is a full joke. That better be a full joke. I actually haven't checked the Discord since all the raids. 1 sec. Oh yeah, you're good. So yeah, we're kind of chilling. Also, my bitrate is unstable, like usual. How are you feeling? So now we're just kind of chilling. What should we do? I kind of want to just chill. I kind of like asking, is there any questions that anybody that needs to know? Oh, fuck. I had like a weird voice crack. Oh, my God. Movie night. Oh, that'd be kind of fun. I definitely want to do that. That'd be so fun. I never even thought about a movie night. No, that'd be a good idea. I would just need to see what kind of movie. I can't think of many stories at the moment because I don't read friends. Have you ever written anything? Yes, I have written stuff. I have. I am a self-proclaimed writer. Will I tell you what I've written? No, because it's embarrassing. I've written some poetry, and I'm not gonna admit that. Yeah, if I find one, I'll let you. Thank you. I don't know, juggle something that's pretty cool. Oh yeah. Unstable, like my mental health on the Carl dances. Are you doing like the wave? Is that the I can't. I'm in my chair, so you probably heard my backpack move around. Juggle something. Yeah. The thing is, you guys wouldn't see me juggle anything, so I could say, "Oh, guys, I'm juggling," and I am. Like, you don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Oh, you don't know. I love listening and reading books. Inspires me to continue writing my novel. Oh, hell yeah. It's funny because I've had a lot of ideas for novels. Read us your poetry? No, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like, I like to think I'm a writer and that I do bad. I don't think I have. I've written D&D stories and world lore. Ooh, hell yeah. That's so freaking cool. Yeah, let's see. What poetry do I have? I need to look because I have in my notes, I have like a poetry folder. Let's see. No, that's so cool though. Let's see. Do I have... I have 29 poems. Look at her. She's juggling chainsaws. I know, right? That's insane. I have 29 poems. But I said please, no. Poetry, kitchery. It doesn't work. It's okay. Let's see. Oh. I don't know. Okay, I have... This one's not that bad. But, like, also, like... Let's see. This one was written, like, last year. Okay, let's see. My most earlier one. Ooh, that one was sad. That was last year. Oh, shit. Man, I'm sad. I've only written short stories. One time I wrote a short story about the syndicate. That's freaking awesome. The delay of when I put it in makes me so sad. It's okay. It's okay. Let's see. Should I read one right now? That'd be kind of funny. I have also written a Snifferish fanfic that I will never post, and y'all can't make me. I don't feel comfortable posting anywhere else. No, don't worry. I will never make you post something you're not comfortable with. But no, that's really cool. That's really cool. I love, like, platonic fanfics. They're so cool. They're so cute. I love them so much. Yeah. Let's see. Should I read one? I can read one. Oh my god. Do I really want to expose myself to y'all? Let's see. I have this one. Let's see. I have a little intro to a D&D game. I can post it in the Discord. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, if you guys ever want to share anything, like, totally do it. Yeah, here. Should I read? Oh, my novel I'm writing is about a kid who lives in a very controlled civilization. Everyone is forced to have masks chained to their faces. They let fate decide their future. If they become clean, they are allowed to feel emotions. Wow. You didn't ask, but I don't care. No, that's so cool. That's such an interesting, like... That's so cool. Wow. No, that's super cool. I told you? No, yeah, thank you for sharing. That's so cool. What the frick? No, that's so cool. No, that's absolute. That's insane. No, I love seeing your guys' idea. Are you kidding me? Here. I have one poem. I'll share. Do you guys want one poem? I'll show you guys one poem. It'd have to be a sub goal to release, like, my newer poems. This is, like, high school angst type beat. If you feel comfortable reading a poem, Kit, we'd love to hear. Okay. So these don't have titles because I don't know how to title my poems. Okay. This is about love. Ugh. Never been in love. Ugh. Well, never experienced love. But, so this is about, like, love, okay? So this is old. This is, like, when I was in, like, high school. Like, probably, like, my junior year. When I thought I was an angsty teen. You know? I shared Now Your Turn, Kid. Okay. So basically the only title that I have for this is called The Beautifully Terrible Thing. Okay? That's it. Okay? Okay, so this, oh my god, this is so bad. I started realizing I was in love with you when you appeared in my dreams. When your face is who I imagine the romantic interest to be. When I hear a song and imagine you humming it to me in the comfort of our two souls. I started realizing I was in love with you when you were not even close to loving me. There you go. That's one poem. It's short. It's really short. Let's see. I think that's... Let's see. Maybe I can find another one. Let's see. Oh, okay. Just a little bit before it starts asking for dice rolls. Hell yeah. Okay. There's actually a song that I based around, like, Wilbur. Not a song. Or did I say song? Sorry, a poem. Kind of like... And it's called The Poet and the Songwriter. Because I thought it was cool. I can read that one. Because that one's... It's like, okay. Yeah. How do you feel about that one? That was a small one. That was a small little... I can do this one. Because this one is like... It was based off a song that I had listened to. And it reminded me of, like... I think it was one of Wilbur's songs. But I can't remember which one. I kind of want to read this one. I think that'd be fun. I love that poem. Hell yeah. Thank you. So yeah. It's really short. But this one is a little bit longer. Okay. This will be the last poem I read you guys. Because then that's too much. Because then, if you're going to make me read any more of my deep and sad thoughts, it's going to be for a sub goal. You're going to have to give me money. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So this one, are we cool with one last one? One last poem in my notes? Because I think that'd be kind of fun. Ooh, that one's sad. That one's sad too. Okay, no. Where is it? Okay. Okay, we're gonna do one more. Also, I think we're really far behind. Like for, I think we're pretty far. Okay. I like short poems. Short poems make my ADHD brain go burr. I'm glad. This one's a bit of a longer one, but hopefully I can make it enough, like good enough to like kind of keep your attention, hopefully. Okay. So this one's called The Poet and the Songwriter. So this is the one that's based off a song that Wilbur wrote, but I can't remember which one. Or kind of just like Wilbur's, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I can't remember. I just know I based it off of it. Okay. I have always been afraid of dying, or maybe more afraid of a fruitless death. One that renders me unknown to the future generations, one that keeps me planted in history, never to be declared of importance by said future generations. I have always been afraid of dying until I met the songwriter. It is in his melodies that I become alive, my lips no longer pale and pink, but rather compared to the softest pink flowers along the river. My eyes are no longer just brown, but rather the enriched earth he stands upon. Lit up with golden sunlight, he swears flickers within their color. I've always been afraid of dying until I met the poet, who compares me to a summer's day, not because I am hot, but rather because I make him warm. Warm with love and hope and feeling, who uses his words to make me into forever upon the page. I have always been afraid of dying, going forever unknown, until I met the writer, who tries to romanticize the life I live because it is hers, who finds happiness in the splotching of ink or typing of keys because it means she is doing something. I have always been afraid of dying, until I made sure I was no longer able to, not when I was the writer, forever making sure I was forever. There you go. That's the poet and the songwriter. And yeah, so basically towards the end, it's basically talking about me as a writer. So as a writer, not being like kind of, we're going to deep dive into this one. If you felt your poems are bad, which they are not, you can read mine and immediately change your mind. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah. That one is because I was like, I wanted to be loved by somebody that was a writer or a songwriter, or, because I was like, I want to be forever. Nobody wants to like be forgotten. Right. And so I was like, if I fall in love with somebody that writes music or writes poetry or writes books, then how can I die? How can I ever fade? But then I was like, well, I'm a writer too. So why am I going to depend on a songwriter or a poet when I myself am a writer? So I make sure that I survive because I write. So I can't be forgotten if I keep writing. So yeah, there's that little hint. Maybe I kind of want to do one more. This is kind of fun. Let's see. My streamer is a proper writer and a reader. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, now this one. Okay, so this one's I like writing love poems. Being forgotten is fucking terrifying. Yeah, no, absolutely. That's probably one of my biggest fears, I think. I can't write poems, but I'm good at dark fantasy. At least that's what I'm told. That's awesome. I'm not amazing at poems. My favorite is creative writing. I like building stories, building worlds and characters and stuff like that. But I like small world building, which is through poetry and stuff like that. So yeah. But yeah, being forgotten is terrifying. I think any kind of memory loss is terrifying. And that's kind of like why I write and I take pictures. And that's why I kind of do streaming, I think. Because no matter what, by streaming and putting my videos out there and stuff like that, like I've already kind of put my mark on the world. So you can't really delete the internet. So yeah, kind of cool. But yeah, here, I'll have another one. I like writing about love because I've never experienced it. But yeah, so this one, we're just going to go through it. So, Antics of the Romantics. Oh my god, I'm so good at titles. Oh my god. Let's see. So, oh, how hard it is to find a love today, worth a million words written in the stars, like all of those Greek tragedies. While we are tragic, we are not Grecian. We are not embossed in marble and white and beauty. We are carved out of blood and bone, of bruises and tears. So while I may not find the love I so desperately seek, perhaps I may find it in the words I write, for they will comfort me more than you ever will. So yeah. Memory loss isn't that bad. At least I think it is. I can't seem to remember. True. So yeah, so that's another one. Everything stays on the internet forever. Yeah. And technically by chatting, being here, chilling, you guys are forever. So yeah. I have one about Icarus. Sheesh, that one's actually kind of good. Let's see. So I have also, there's some that I have that like they're just not completed at all. They haven't been made into a poem, but they're pieces of writing that I want to make a poem. So like this one, it's literally called Incomplete because I haven't started it, and it's The Heart Falls Faster Than the Mind. So that's a poem that I want to write a poem based off of that. So I have one about Icarus. Let's see. I really like these. Thank you. I have some that are named unnamed. And then by their numbers. My stream is so talented. Stop. For a month until Twitch deletes the VOD. No, because I upload all the VODs onto my VODs channel. So it's always there. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. That hurts. Yeah. Tables. What is that one? Oh, wow. Ooh, this hurts. Well deserving of those 215 followers. Thank you so much. Here, should I give you another one? Okay, maybe this will be the last one. I don't know. I like reading this. You guys are getting kind of a better look into me. So yeah, so this is called Tables. Twitch deletes VODs. Yes, it does. But it's okay because I upload them all to YouTube. Yeah, because I'm not, I think after, I think being partnered, I think to be partnered, that's when they stay around for like a month. But because I'm only affiliated, I only have them for 2 weeks on my channel. So yeah. But here's another one. You guys are getting lucky. You guys caught me in my wholesome moment. So it's called Tables. So it says, one day will we discover that the tables have turned. Will we learn that I gave myself up for you, or that you destroyed yourself for me? Both sides in the name of love. You loved me, so I destroyed myself till there would be nothing else to love. And I loved you, so I broke my heart so that you could find the love I wish you had for me in someone else. Or, you loved me, so I destroyed myself till there would be nothing else for you to love. And I loved you, so I tried to fix you so you'd be loved by others. So yeah. Woo! Man, maybe I am a poet. I don't know. Let's see. And then I wrote a poem about separating from my friends for college. Yeah. Let's see. One called Tally Marks. Ooh. This one kind of hurts. Your poems are way better than mine. Then again, I wrote them in 6th grade. No, these are like high school level me, so it's like they're a little bit I can understand. So this one was literally, ouch. Okay, I think this one was about World War II because he had written, or like it was like Jubilee line, I think, right? And it reminded me of somebody, and so I had literally said, partners is 2 months, and I'm affiliate, and they last for a month for me. I don't know why it only lasted 2 weeks for you. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I need to fix that. Or maybe it is a month and I'm just being stupid. I don't know. I need to check. Kit's a poet and she didn't know it. Yeah. I wrote this poem just to show it. And I just turned 9. Fuck Hamilton. Yeah. So there's actually this other piece, right? This is just a snippet. I literally never finished it. And it says, and because he writes of death almost as if he loved it, maybe I should lay to rest, so perhaps he may love me. My God, I was so angsty for what? Let's see. Ooh, this one about control. Breaking hearts. Ooh. Jubilee Line is one of my favorite Wilbur songs. What if I were to sing it to you right here, right now? I'm just kidding. Actually, am I? You know what? I have my guitar here. Might as well, right? You know what? It's kind of it's a celebration day. It was a good stream. I'm kind of far away because I'm grabbing my guitar. Hello. I have my guitar here. Because I was playing it on Discord stream while my PC broke last night. So. Oh, sorry, I was taking off the capo. You know what? You guys are getting egg nap. No, fuck egg nap. Sorry. No, thank you. Okay, cool. I don't have egg nap on this setup. Here. How does this sound? I can play. I can. I'm wrong. I had bots from 2 months ago. I don't know. I know partner streams get the good perks. Guitar? I can play slide guitar. Oh, fuck. I'm not good, okay? I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not good at all, okay? Okay? I'm not good. So don't expect me to be good. Jubilee Line is one of the only songs I know. Let's see. Hold on. Fuck. I'm trying to see if I can even remember. Hold on. Let's see. If I can whip out... Let me see if I can get Jubilee Line chords. Oh, wait. Is that... I was just playing it for Discord the other day. So, let's try it out. This is supposed to be a sub-goal, okay? This is a sub-goal thing. I'm going to make it into a sub-goal, but for right now, we're having fun. So, somebody mentioned Jubilee Line. We're going to do it. I don't care. We're going to do it. We'll make it a follow goal, but for... Oh, shit! I just exit out of my... What the frick did I just do? Oh, no. Sorry, I don't know what that noise was. Oh my god, the Wi-Fi's doing. That sounds better than any of my playing. Thank you. Holy fuck, I just closed my Twitch. Fuck, no. Oh no. Oh my god, it's late. I have to be up early tomorrow because I have to get stuff for my PC. Oh well, it's okay. Let's see, I can kind of remember. I think capo is on 2nd or 4th fret, one of those. I'm gonna say 4th. Let's see. So 3, 6, 7. That is not it. Yeah, no. It's 2nd fret, actually. Okay, are you guys ready? Because I'm so good. My guitar has been... Oh, I do want to have your option. The start of my story I posted in Discord. I don't feel like it's good enough. Oh, opinion. The start of my story I posted in Discord. I don't feel like it's good enough. I will take a look at it, but I'm sure that it's amazing. The thing is, I feel like writing is always in the eye of the writer. And anybody can say that it's amazing, but... Let's see. Let me check it out. No, it's great. No, it's good. It's descriptive. And especially, like, because for a game, I know that, like, D&D is, like, a game that has to be descriptive. That's the thing. Hold on. My Wi-Fi is trash right now. Are we surprised? No. But guess what? We have Jubilee Line. Anyways, are we ready? We're chilling. No, it's wrong. Oh, wait, that's Heather. No, because I was playing Heather the other day. Spelling do be hard. It really do. It really do, though. Here, I can probably remember it. Okay, let's see. 3. Okay, cool. Hold on. Okay, guys, this is not good. Okay, cool. Yeah, motherfucker. 3, 6, okay. Motherfucker. I'm paying attention to grammar when I write. I do this after the whole thing. I get that. I totally get that. Let's see. What are easy Wilbur songs? That's a thing. Jubilee Line, chords, finger picking. There we go. That's the one that I know. You guys are getting the content. You guys are getting content. Whoa, that does sound like Jubilee Line. It is. It is Jubilee Line. I'm just bad. I'm just bad. I've been saying bad like that recently, and I don't know where it came from, but yeah. So, I just go bad. Like, I'm just so bad. But yeah. Like, I like to think that I'm good. I'm just kidding. I don't think that I'm good. I try, though. And that's the most important thing. Also, if you can't hear me that well, I'm sorry. Apologize. Apologize profusely. Ah. Okay, let's see. Wow, my Wi-Fi shit. It's okay. Okay, let's see. I can probably try 3. Okay, cool. Motherfucker. Mother trucker. And I think it's 7543. Whore. I don't know what that means, but anyways. And just wasting your time. Wasting mine. Hate to see you leaving. Bad. Way worse than I'm so bad. Anyways, I need to learn and then I will play because it was gonna be a follower goal to get me to do guitar like on stream, ukulele on stream, piano on stream too because I have all that stuff. But yeah, but you know what? That's gonna be it for me today. Have a good rest of the stream. I'm actually ending. It's late. I need to get up early. Because I need to get stuff from my PC so I can provide you guys with some good content. And hopefully the first stream that I have coming back will be FNAF. I'm hoping. And I'm going to cry. But yeah. I'll probably set out a poll to see what FNAF you guys want to see. Because it's going to be like 1, 2, 3, or 4 or something like that. They're all kind of within the same price range. So like I don't feel really bad like getting either or. But yeah. Thank you again, Jolie, and Bottom Frag, right? Bottom Frag Pookies. Thank you so much for the raids. You guys are absolutely amazing. Bottom Frag Pookies, I think you were interested in collabing. Send me a message in Discord, and I will totally be there to answer. But yeah. Thank you so much for the raids. Also, if you're new here, thank you so much for being here. I had a lot of fun. FNAF 4? Okay, I will look into it. I will send out a poll. I promise. I will send out a poll. But yeah. No, seriously. Like, thank you so much. This was an amazing stream. And I hope that you guys enjoyed Passerine. Hopefully the next stream, I'm going to say tomorrow, we can do the rest of Passerine and then the animatic. And we can just watch it and cry together. But yeah, definitely sister location. Okay, let me take a picture. And let me hopefully remind myself. Okay. Cool. I have no idea how to beat it. You guys are just trying to make it hard on me. What the frick? No, but seriously, thank you guys so much. Today was amazing. And yeah. It was great. I had a lot of fun. And I hope that you guys enjoyed. We're going to have the rest of Passerine soon. Start looking for other books that you want me to read if you guys want me to read them. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for me today. So, why are we recommending Kit the hardest ones? Why do we hate our streamer? No, seriously. Oh my god. Let's raid Tubbo. No, I'm just kidding. I see that... Okay, we don't hate her. No, you guys love me. Totally. No, let's look for somebody to raid. Because I see that a lot of you guys are here. So, let's get somebody to raid. We just care about our entertainment. And I know. You guys deserve the best entertainment. So, let's get Twitch going. And let's see who we can raid. If you guys have anybody that you would recommend... Twitch Prime. Truers. Yeah, Truers. No, seriously. But yeah, let's find somebody to raid and please join in on the raid. It would mean a lot to me. But yeah. Give me a hot minute. Let's see who we can find. Is there anybody that we know that's live? I don't know who's live are in. That's the thing. Hold on. Give me a hot minute. Oh, let me play music. I just realized it's so boring. Let's see. Let's go road trip. Let's go. Parish, this is high, boy. Okay. Why can't I see anybody? People change. Not my music cutting out. That's so sad. What the frick? Dream, I just want to listen to you, bro. Okay, let's see. Please tell me somebody I'm following is live. Please. Please. I want to help. I want to help. I want to be there. Oh, is By the J still... is By the J still streaming? Looks like Rosary's live, but she has a lot of viewers right now. Okay, no. I think we're going to go with... If By the J is still live, then we're going to raid By the J. Because By the J is a part of Origins SMP. No, yeah, let's... I think By the J is live still. Yes. Okay, cool. So we're going to raid By the J. Super cool person is on Ori SMP with me, which is the Origins SMP that I'm a part of. There's no sus version of Road Trip. There probably is. Slash raid. Oh, come on. Come on, please. Please. Slash raid By the J. I hope that it works. Yeah, I don't think there is. There probably is. I need to find it. Yeah, I think we're going to go with By the J. I think By the J is a great choice. So yeah, they're streaming Minecraft. And they're streaming Ori SMP, which I will be on and be streaming soon as I get my PC set up. But yeah, so why don't you go get a first-hand look at the Origins SMP. It'll look really cool. But yeah, join in on the raid. Join in on the raid. I think it's going through. Hold on. Road trip. Come on. Let's go. Is the raid going through? Is the raid going through? Please tell me the raid's going through. Let's go. Yay! Let's go. Let's join in on the raid. Let's join in on the raid. So yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. I had a lot of fun. You guys are awesome. And thank you so much for being here. And yeah, let's go. We're gonna raid right here, right now. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye. Why is it still Passerine? Oh no. No. I need a fun song. Woo! Okay. Ready? Okay. Bye-bye. Oh no! Fuck! Wrong one. Sorry. Audio visual. It's something. Oh, what the? It keeps stopping. Anyways, bye bye. If I can click it. Hello? Did it go? Did it go? Raid, raid, raid. It's not going. What the frick? Bye.